Awesome. Okay, so we are ready for this final round of our connection circle, and so Brandon knows that we can start from this point to share with others. Just want to remind everyone of the ground rules, that we speak from our own personal truth, and when it's our turn to speak, we can choose to speak or not. Everyone has the right to pass on any turn. If it's not our turn to speak, we're listening wholly to each other with respect. As we speak, we're going to speak spontaneously and trust that the right words will come, and to say just enough. And in this process, we welcome diverse perspectives on the subject. Remember that we respect privacy, so during our circle round, we don't bring in names of people from outside the circle, and once the circle is over, we don't talk about what other people have said in the circle. We can talk about what we ourselves have said in the circle, but not with about what others said. And we did get a few definitions within that. Yes, you can, if it seems appropriate, bring in stories about other people but not name their names. And if you'd like to approach someone who's in this circle privately to continue talking about a certain idea, you may certainly do that. And they may say yes, or they may say no. All right, so having given all of those ground rules once more, we're going into our final round. And the prompt for this round is, the thing weighing most on me right now is, and because Nadia is not able to speak, or wait, let me check and see. Nadia, are you able to speak? Okay. It looks like Nadia may not be able to speak right now, so we will let Nadia start typing her response to this question while we invite, oh, and she's already gotten in there with the chat. So the thing weighing most on me now is coming to terms with getting medical help, oops, the chat went away, in addressing my ADD. Thank you. Yeah, we've got some weighty things going on. Good, thank you. Kayla.
So for me, the thing that's weighing on me the most is right now is finding my sense of purpose. I feel like finding myself, just trying to get in the swing of things, just, because I feel like lately it's just been, with everything with COVID-19, trying to find your way, and everybody's busy, and just trying to find my place in the world. So that's been it.
Thank you. Kaylin.
All right, then. I feel that what is most on my mind right now, I feel that I am interested in seeing what the camp will bring, and I'm interested in seeing what impact will be made for the students and for myself.
Awesome, thank you. Brett.
So the thing that's weighing on me most, and is kind of just like always in the back of my mind, is like the current political climate, especially in terms of the COVID crisis. I think there are a lot of things that aren't being done, and I think there's a lot of harm being done, particularly from our political systems at every level, local, state, and federal. And it's something that affects us all. And I personally think that we should all be thinking about it. But that's what I'm always thinking about.
Thank you. Yes, we've got some weights hanging on us. Lauren.
Something weighing on me right now is I've had some conversations recently with a family member, kind of just about a lot of the stuff that's going on right now that's being talked about like in our country, like with race relations, but not just that, also like some other topics. And to me, it's put some strain on our relationship because we see it very differently, but they are just not really open to like hearing other ideas, and in ways where that affects me personally, like if it's a topic about women or something, it just puts a real strain on the relationship because I don't know how to, like, I want to keep investing in that person. It's a close family member, but it also is like a lot of effort for me to keep having those conversations when like I'm not being cared for by that person in that way, I guess. So something I've been thinking about a lot lately, how to move forward with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Anetta.
I realized in an exercise we did during training how much, like's been mentioned, the current environment is weighing on me. Everywhere from COVID to the political unrest to what's happening with race relations, or what's not happening, but rather what's come to a pivotal head in history again. And just feeling overwhelmed by, I mentioned the balance between guilt and how do I be instrumental, and at the same time I'm a PhD student, and so it's like how do you mesh all of these demands and keep moving forward. I have something on my wrist that was given to me at the beginning of the year before all of this crap happened, except for the PhD, and that was persevere and perseverance. It's a word I use, and it's like, how do you persevere and yet try and make a difference along the way and not collateral damage?
Yeah. Thank you. Peyton.
Well, what's weighing on me most right now is simply the game I'm developing for the camp, making sure that its intentions can be clearly understood by all the players, especially as it is rather long, and are people going to have fun while they're playing it? All the design elements of wanting it to be good and people to enjoy it and be clear with its objectives, just always there.
Yeah, thank you, for sure. Brandon.
So what's weighing on me the most is a fear that I will miss out on opportunities during the camp. The thing I love the most about this camp is the thing that's the most fearful, and that is the material's intense, the schedule's intense, and that results in a lot of opportunities to impact people, the students in particular, but it's easy to miss those opportunities. And so that weighs on me a lot, like just to try to be in the moment, pay attention, look for those opportunities, and then have the right response when they come. It's a lot of opportunity that you don't have in a classroom where you're lecturing from the front of the room.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think what's weighing on me the most is encapsulated in a meme I saw recently where there was people, and then there was a big wave coming, and that was COVID, and then a bigger wave coming, and that's the societal unrest and political situation, and then there was a bigger wave that was climate change, and then a bigger wave that was environmental collapse. And I was like, well, that just captured everything that I've been preoccupied with in the past 6 months for sure, and probably longer than that. So thank you all. In a connection circle, we really just lay it out there for each other. In a restorative circle, we actually might see that there are things that we share in common that we may want to start to take some action on, and we would have another round, maybe defining an action around that. But in a connection circle, we don't need to solve each other's problems. We don't need to step in and start making lists. We're just present here for each other. So thank you all for joining this call and joining this work and being willing to participate and to participate in the recording that we can share for other trainings. Are there any questions or clarifications that you would like to make before we hop off of this call?